Give us a sense about President Biden's foreign relations. How would it differ, do you think, from President Trump?
Well, as you saw, once they announced that Vice President Biden was president-elect, you saw the celebrations in the streets in so many of our cities. I am certain that in foreign capitals today, there is celebration with our closest allies, our Democratic allies. I've had such intimate discussions with foreign leaders about U.S. foreign policy and the fact that the United States has abandoned its traditional role of working with our allies, whether it was on climate, healthcare, security, trade. Joe Biden already has personal relationships with these world leaders. They trust him. Personal relations are extremely important in advancing our foreign policy, our national security, and Joe Biden is well ahead of the curve in the relationships he has with the world leaders.
So even as we've been speaking, Senator Cardin, we now have a statement from Angela Merkel, the Chancellor of Germany, saying, "I look forward to working together with President Biden in the future. Our transatlantic friendship is indispensable if we are to face the greatest challenges of our time." It really bears repeating. It goes back to the relation with Europe. Will President Biden be particularly a big difference with respect to U.S. relations with the North Atlantic, with Europe? Given where President Trump was, he was, I think it's fair to say, dubious at times about those relationships. Joe Biden may have more of an orientation toward Europe.
Oh, absolutely. I think our Democratic partners in Europe questioned whether America was a reliable partner. We heard that as to whether the United States would be there to defend our NATO alliance. There was real concern about that. There's been major concern how the United States unilaterally pulled out of the Iran nuclear agreement, even though Iran was in compliance with that agreement. I can tell you that Germany and France and UK were furious with the United States unilateral decision, in fact, voted against us in the United Nations on sanctions, on embargoes against Iran. So clearly, they look at America now returning to its traditional role of working with our Democratic partners in Europe to stand up for good governance, democratic institutions, human rights, humanitarian concerns, healthcare concerns. So there's no question there's going to be a totally different approach to working with our Democratic allies.